Hi guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping, and today I thought we'd step away from Christmas and the holidays for a minute and I would show you just a simple card using the Daisy Delight stamp set. I wanted to do just something, I was thinking about spring and all that, and so I thought I would use Daisy Delight. This is a really cute stamp set. It is a photopolymer stamp set, so they're the clear stamps, and you've got the big giant daisy, which does work with the daisy punch here. And then there's all these smaller flowers, a lot of two-step stamping, different stems, different little things to come off of your daisy stems here. And then it has 3 sentiments. Thank you. I really like this thank you, and it's nice and big. Your thoughtfulness brightened my day, and then there's a ... for your kindness. So this is a fun one where you could stamp the thank you on the outside of the card, and then on the inside you could put the for your kindness, or you could use them both. Anyway, it's fun. But I just had a quick and simple little card that I wanted to show you. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is our stamping, and actually all we're going to do for the stamping on this is we're going to use this sentiment here, your thoughtfulness brightened my day, and then I'm just going to use this little piece right here, okay? And I already have those on my blocks. And I'm going to grab, let's see, I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock here. And let's see if I could get organized. I could tell you what this is, but it doesn't look like I can be very organized. I don't know where my little ruler went. Okay, let me grab my bigger ruler then, because I want to be able to tell you the sizes here. And of course, I didn't write it down. Okay, so I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock here, and this is 2.5 by 2 3/4. So 2.5 by 2 3/4. And I'm going to grab my Daffodil Delight ink pad. And I'm just going to ink up the sentiment, your thoughtfulness brightened my day. And I'm going to stamp it right at the very bottom. Right here. Let me make sure that's nice and inked up. I like the photopolymer stamps because you can see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, press and lift. There you go. And let me grab my scrub here. I love the Stampin' Scrub. If you don't use this, you really should consider it. I was trying all different ways of cleaning my stamps, and this really is the best. Look, done, clean. Okay, so let me put this back in the case. And then for the other stamping, what I'm going to do is I actually want to cut, or not cut, I want to punch out 2 daisies. And let's see, I need a scrap of... Here's a scrap of Daffodil Delight cardstock, and I'm going to grab my daisy punch, and I just want 2 daisies. So, feed that in. We've got 1 punch. Come on. 1 and 2. All right. Come on. And set that aside. Okay, and remember, all of our punches, the nice thing about them is they store flat, so you just push that button and then they're flat and they're easy for storage. Okay, so for the second one, I'm just going to ink up that little dot there, and I'm just going to stamp one of these right in the center. Okay, that's all I want. I'm going to clean that off. All right, and that's it for my stamping. I told you this was a very easy card, and it really is. Okay, so I'm going to put this back in here. Okay. And now we can put our card together. Okay, so I'm starting with, I have this, and I'm going to put my daisies together. Whenever I use the daisies, I like to do 2, and I like to overlap them so that there's more petals, just like so. So what I'm going to do is grab a glue dot, and I'm just going to stick a glue dot on the back here of this one. You guys are going to start seeing me do a lot more cards that aren't bulky or full of lots of dimension, because for mailing. So I'm going to have cards here at my house. I'm going to keep my cards in 2 separate piles. Of course, I keep them by category, you know, thank you, birthday, all that. But I'm going to have to mail and not to mail, because the big bulky ones, they cost a lot more to mail because of the different dimension. I mean, even a bow or anything. And so I'm going to start doing more that are kind of flat cards, but if there's a lot going on, then they still have that whimsy and appeal, and I think they're good. Okay, Anyway, so this is going to fall into that this card's going to be in the for mailing category. So it's going to be kind of flat. Okay, so I'm going to just stick my daisy on right here in the center. Okay, and then we're going to mount that onto this piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock. So this one was 2.5 by 2 3/4. So this one is 2 3/4 by 3. So we're just going to stick that on with our snail adhesive, like so. Okay, and I do want a little piece of Whisper White ribbon. This is just our Whisper White, it says at the bottom of the screen, but it's the basic weave ribbon, I think. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the only Whisper White ribbon. So I'm going to just cut off a piece here. Let's see, make that look nice. Okay, I just wanted a little piece to fold in half like so. Okay, and this is all I'm going to need for my card layout, so we can put it together. So the first thing we have here is our card base. And I was actually out of the thick Whisper White cardstock. I know, can you believe that? But more should be, I think a box just arrived, and I'm pretty sure that's in there. Whenever I'm using Whisper White cardstock as my card base, I really like to use the thick, because those of you who are familiar with our cardstock, you know, as much as I love our Whisper White cardstock, it's a little bit thinner than all the other cardstocks. That's why you want to use the thick for your card base. But it's okay in a bind if you have to use the regular Whisper White cardstock, which is what I'm doing today. So I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock, cut it 8.5 by 5.5. Oh, there's my ruler. See, I knew I'd find it. Okay, so 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to cut it in half, or sorry, fold it in half. And our card's going to open this way. Okay. And next I have a piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock. So this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. So we'll go ahead and mount this right onto the front. Okay. Next I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock that was cut at, let's see, this was cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And I ran it through my Big Shot with this embossing folder, the hexagons. I just wanted to add some dimension. I love the embossing folders. And so we're going to glue that on. Now remember, whenever you're adhering something that's embossed, I recommend you put adhesive on all 4 sides just to keep it from curling. So that's going to go right here. Okay. And then I have this piece of Designer Series paper. This is from the Birthday Memories. So this side was the poodles, which is super cute. But this side was this Daffodil Delight with these kind of white designs. They kind of look like daisies to me, so I thought that was perfect. Excuse me. And let me tell you what this is. This little tiny piece here, it's 1.5 by 3.5. So 1.5 by 3.5. This is why I always hold on to all my scraps too. I don't hold on to pieces under maybe 1 by 1 inch, but I hold on to all my pieces because you never know when you can use them on a card. So we're gonna just stick this on about right like so. Okay. And then this is gonna go right on top right here, but I wanna take my little white ribbon. Actually, let's put our adhesive on all 4 sides of this one. Okay, and my little ribbon, I'm just folding it in half, kind of making a little bit of a V. And it's gonna go like right like so. Get it how I want it. And this is gonna go right over the top, like this. Okay. And I'm gonna press, and that is my card. But it's nice and flat, so it'll take a regular stamp for mailing. Isn't that cute? Here's one I did earlier. This one, my daisy's up a little higher. I wanted to see what that was like, but they're both basically the same. Aren't those cute and sweet? And they were so simple. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this card using the Daisy Delight stamp set. I definitely think if you're going to have this stamp set, you want the daisy punch to go along with it. I mean, a lot of times I just use the daisy punch, and well, as you can see, I didn't even stamp the flowers first. You can, and then punch them out, but I just like them plain like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and find my group on Facebook. It's A2Z Stamping. Thanks, guys. Bye.